Welcome back to another episode of Construction Shenanigans. We showcase to you guys today when construction work goes absolutely wrong. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now this first clip, we have a guy who absolutely hacked up a cabinet. After the hinges wouldn't sit right, he ended up cutting the hole deeper and it still didn't sit right. Now the client has an absolute mess you would call a cabinet, stuck on the wall to remind her of how badly she cheaped out on a cabinet guy.
That's gonna be funny.
Now here, we have a brick catastrophe that absolutely devastated this homeowner. After the house was being renovated by a shoddy contractor, Contractor had hired some of the worst bricklayers known to mankind, ruining her home with what they called a fake brick wall, which was just a bunch of bricks and mortar stacked on each other.
Yo!
In this clip, the landlord had hired a shoddy handyman to do a plumbing job for one of her apartments. The handyman tried to impress the landlord so he could get steady jobs from her, but it only took one job to notice how bad his craftsmanship was. This is what happens when you don't back butter the tiles and lay the mortar like a pancake. Imagine just knowing that your fingers could be gone either today, tomorrow, next week, or maybe never. But it really is unpredictable at the rate they're going. So here we have this girl doing plumbing for one of the sinks at her job. Now her plan seems to be an awesome idea on her end, but only time will tell when the whole restaurant starts to smell like the waste in the sewers. This is because she forgot the water trap that's supposed to keep out the sewer gases.
Yep, no, that's my fault. That's my fault. I did tell the guy that the rebar should be 2 or 3 inches from the top of the concrete. And, yep, about 2 or 3 inches from the top of the concrete.
When overconfidence gets the best of you. And that's a hard-learned lesson these drywallers had to learn. It doesn't really surprise any tradie nowadays what any electrician is up to, but rather staying away from them, because they're always up to some weird stuff.
Look at this!
Just when the home delivery service employee goes to the extra mile to ensure the home gets to the buyer, he literally puts his life on the line so his commission goes through.
OSHA violation.
Forget the special scaffolds to be painting sky-high buildings. The guys in these different countries are doing it effortlessly and quality. Now these guys do the unimaginable with a road paver. If you do the calculations yourself, you would know that the heavy road paver is easily as heavy as that boat, but the guys didn't care and still decided to give it a go on the boat. Now the country has lost its only road paver for years to come. Now, this plumber gets extremely mad at these electricians after they had already placed their wire over his drain cut line. So he does what any sane plumber would do.
On the wall, but you know, that's fine. I'll just go around it. I respect him.
Now if you have a tile that buckles out of place, this would be the right way to put it back on.
Качественно. Каждая плитка зафиксована.
Now here, we have a clip of one of the most infamous drywallers of this century. His name goes by Wheelie, and if you've seen any of our older episodes, he's known for placing sheetrock outside of the house instead of the inside.
¿Cómo va a poner sheetrock afuera, Willy? Póngase a pensar. No, hombre. ¿Cómo siempre lo hemos hecho? Ni que fuera...
These cinder block guys had everything to cheap out on, and they ended up picking the plywood to absolutely set off the failure. Luckily, all they gotta do is dig it out.
It's no good operator.
Now here, we have a new guy trying to hang his first sheet of drywall. Luckily, it wasn't any worse than this. Now this guy gets trolled by his co-worker after he tries to place bricks in order, but after not keeping exact track of how many he lays down, his co-worker starts taking them, and he doesn't even notice what has happened. Electrical wiring isn't for everybody, especially cocky homeowners who think hiring an electrician is a scam because they can do it.
What year did his house burn down?
About 2 years ago. How do you know his house burned down?
These guys are experts at delivering not results, but consistent violations everywhere that they work. Now for their next trick, as you can see, they zip up 2 ladders together about 60 feet high so the guys can get up and start servicing the roof. This lady's bike had gotten stuck in the worst place, but even worse is that the door has not got a latch to hold itself from falling.
No fucking way. There is no fucking way someone is this stupid. No fucking way, dude.
Here, we have a cocky homeowner who has absolutely no construction experience trying to use a ladder for his first time. He falls with ease, but once the chain begins, the falls never stop. So he gives another go in frustration, and we all know what happens next. If you ever want to hire a tile guy, please don't cheap out on the contractor, because your wall might as well look like this. If anybody watching experiences this, then we have something in common, because my first time learning how to cut started with inverted cuts like this.
¡Oh, no! Willy, es adentro. Si no nos corren, yo lo corro. No, Willy, hoy sí. Y el gringo ya viene, Willy.
Now, if the wall had just fell over like this, then maybe it was warranted that it fell. And luckily, it didn't end up falling on a client. This is a contractor's dream to just sleep away and lets the tools jingle around.
遇到烦事不要慌，先把手指掏出来拍个朋友。
Now this guy has to be the worst bricklayer in the entire world, given that his work is so shoddy that it makes a homeowner almost look like a genius. But what do you guys think?
Mr. George, I'm recording this video for you, Mr. George, because the new guy that you're hiring is no good, Mr. George.
Now whoever laid out the plan in this house should be fired, because there should be no reason why you should risk your life flipping a breaker.
Ooh, fuck me.
Thank you guys for watching another unhandy episode of Construction Fails. If you guys truly enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and check out the rest of our videos.